sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Look, 41's the mic. Gun. Hey, watch the ball. 49, check 49, check 49. Get her on.
On 1st and 10, Newton escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Hold on, bro.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Okay. I'm that boy, and I'm here.
Houston territory at the 46.
Hey, drop back, because I'm Cam Newton, and I throw the ball to the middle, and that's an incomplete pass.
Incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a complete
double backs and front face. We did all that.
Came off of a momentum play. Big time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels. That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Back to throw, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown,
Thank you.
Christian McCaffrey, 37 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Hey guys, welcome here. It's Datboii TV, and my father is never gonna beat me again. So yeah. As y'all seen in the last video, he beat me, and that's never gonna happen again. So yeah.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing.
Gotta know
17
it.
yards and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Watson now.
Oh.
He'll throw.
Fuck.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Good coverage
We with the double backs, no pump fakes, and we with all that. I'm sorry, question on drills, we had to fall back. Got him.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. I got you, son. Hey, 59. Come on, 54 is Mike. Check it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson flushed out right. Into a double team and it's
User? Oh, that's Bruce Irvin.
Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over.
Alright, y'all, this is where the ass whipping begins. Yeah.
The Panthers out there and ready to
Here we
begin
go.
their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
Clearly, you didn't watch Christian McCaffrey play this year. Just saying.
Newton's pass is on target to Moore, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down.
It's not bullshit, buddy.
Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
Oh.
He's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Pass.
Newton, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player, not a chance. Way easier said than done.
And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And
Last play. Hey.
4th and 1. They'll run for it. McCaffrey, and he'll take this into the end zone.
Thank you.
Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house.
Ooh, out of bounds.
Establish a start like that. Obviously, your
that's a bad
confidence
kick.
rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Quit.
On EA Sports.
Didn't I tell you? Don't beat me. You'll never beat me again.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line.
Second time is always a charm.
2nd and 10 coming up.
Damn, said. What did he? Oh yeah, you thought you was gonna get that one. Ah! Oh.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. After the run, Newton going to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first goal. Dance into it, and the Panthers in for the score.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
It's the 13, Papa. It's the 13, Papa. Get the get. Watch the run, because he's going to run the clock out because it's over.
A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson forced out to his left.
Illegal forward pass. Come on.
Complete.
Thank you.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Mike 5-4. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Alert. That's a what?
Throwing on third down, Watson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Baby girl. Yeah. Won't you hold me down?
This is fourth down.
Watch the C gap. Bust that C gap, Shaq. Ah.
Right there. 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
They're going for it. It's Watson.
Don't do that to yourself.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken
Shaq
down.
Thompson.
Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On first down, Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try, good by Gano. And the route is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On second down, Hyde. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Here we go.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Mike's my forward. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check your hot read. 24.
From the 50, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
You don't want no problems with me.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Now Hyde, looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 3rd down, Carlos Hyde. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Nice, sweetheart. 54.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike, 54.
Hot 54.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. A desperation heave for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Ready? Take a set with 8. 41's the 8. You better bring it. Check 9. Ready?
The final shot before the break. Newton. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Again, it's Hyde. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Mike, 54.
Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Watson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Check 43. That's it.
Hey, 24.
On 4th down, Watson flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Stop your whining.
And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Watson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Alert flare, alert flare.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27th. Thomas, the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Let them know.
After the interception, here's Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Right there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Completes it to Miller. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A 93-yard kickoff return as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, watch the slant.
They'll run it again with Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Miller. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 18. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second down, here's Miller. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
We're set. 19. Right there, 54 Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Watch screen. Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, I'm coming.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Newton's going to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Throwing is Newton. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always
accelerating, and off he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Let's go. Let's do this.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 43. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with